Hey guys, Banana Luck here. Welcome back to another Watch Our Realms video. So we're doing a takeover today, this morning, and I'm just waiting for the guy to log on so that we can actually switch the account, which I just saw that he pinged me, so let's switch the screens and yeah, let's do the account takeover. Just one takeover today. Gonna be going for 35k on Abyss. So he has the units. Could be a gear thing, or skill thing. We don't know. We're just gonna head on, look at the account and see where we get to it. All right, let's go to code. Okay, we're actually in. Very nice. Let's see what we're working with. And one thing about Abyss takeovers that I keep forgetting to remind people is that you need to keep your attempts in, because if you have no attempts left, it's a bit hard to test how reliable the auto is. I think that's just something that some people don't realize, and we wind up having to purchase a key, which I know is not optimal, but yeah. Alright, so let's see where we're at. Oh, it isn't even hitting Abyss actually. The guy hitting 2 times. Yeah, let's see. Oh, Ed is in your guild. I see. Ed is the guy that is running No Nestia. Not sure if you guys can see. It's a Eova, a Langshan, and of course everything else is the awakenings that they need to be at, but this is actually still pretty impressive. Yeah. Definitely some top tier gear going on there to actually be able to achieve a score like this. And I think Ingrid is probably min-maxed in the sense that he's switching her to go into overload every time, he actually uses him. All right. This is the team that we're working with. So he has managed to actually get that Moraiden. He has Wukong A5, which is going to be putting him at a pretty similar situation as what I had when we actually did what do you call that? When we actually did 35k after the Magic Comp came out. So it's gonna be pretty similar to that. Definitely not gonna hit 60k on this, but let's see how far we can push and hopefully give him a very stable auto. Yeah. Hi. New meta for SO team in Styx Codex for people without Kikiri A3. Is that referring to the... I think I saw the comp, but it honestly wasn't too crazy, like scores wise. Let's see if I can find it here. Oh, that's actually pretty crazy scores. I stand corrected. Oh, Numera is doing crazy damage here. I'm surprised Wukong is placed so down below. But I'm guessing because Wukong is probably using a lot of his ultimates to break the shield. That's probably why. Yeah. Actually, I have a new team as well. I'm using a Pope with in it. I'm not sure if we'll see the team here. You can see Chatty with the... Yeah, it's Numera A3, so it's very doable actually. It's not that crazy. Yeah. Honestly, the thing I find about Codex is that not many people will actually go too crazy in terms of trying. Like some people just give up after a while, so yeah. let me actually work that out. I was gonna showcase the Poke one, and then it looks like the Poison one might be better because I have a better Poison team anyways in terms of Awakenings. All right, back to this. So we're gonna start off by doing gearing, and then we're gonna move on to test things out. The other thing that we want to potentially try out is that he has Ingrid. Where was it? Let's see. Yeah, so his Ingrid A1. He has A1 Dralian as well. That's a possibility, but my guess is that with this team, the better score will be coming from this setup. Yeah. Let's do Wukong first. Gear-wise, he told me he has plenty of things going on, so that's a good sign. Yeah, he was not wrong. He does have some pretty good stuff here. Alright. Oh my god, that awful variant. Okay, let's see where we are at with quartz. Oh, we do have some decent stuff here. Crit rate's a bit low on this one. Yeah, for sure. It's not gonna break the top physical. That's 100%. I'm actually thinking whether to put the gear on or the rest of the units to put the gear on. It's probably gonna be Nastia and Numera if I had to guess. Oh, the crit rates on his amulets are pretty bad. It's decent, but yeah, crit rate is kind of low. Artifact is maxed out, that's good. It's honestly the amulets that's giving us a problem. Yeah, not good. Alright, let's leave it as it is first. We'll come back to it later. Awakenings wise. What are the chances? No, unfortunately, it's pretty bad. I don't think this team will have any issues breaking second magic, if I can be honest. Just more concerned, how can we set up a reliable auto for him? Yeah. Some accounts are just cursed in that way though. Like, I have friends that a friend that quit the game. She's just getting sick of getting bad rules. And when I take a look at her account, it's indeed the case. It's just bad gear all around. And it's not like she didn't farm, just has really bad luck in terms of RNG. That's Numera. Next we'll do Nastia, I guess. Yeah. I think with gear like this, it's not gonna be possible to not use Numera's ultimate for sure. Holy, look at this. Crit rate, but 2 gold rolls. I actually wondered if the Xeris exclusive will help with what you call that cultist trials. Between these or this, I think we can go with higher crit rate here. Ah, very nice. Yes, some health lament amulets. Yeah, we'll definitely have to go with that. Hmm. Yeah, that's not optimal, but let's see how it works. You could definitely be in better shape, but we'll work with what we get. Mine's the reverse. I think I might need Zealous at higher awakening. I can't seem to clear the middle in time. Let's see. This account needs to definitely farm more gear rate 3. Uh, Gear rate 3 and just gear farming in general, he needs more Wicked Vengeance. I haven't taken a look at Healer's gear, so we might have to add gear rate 2 in the mix as well. Yeah, I saw his run. I have the same awakenings, except I don't have Demi, so I can't replicate that run. Let's actually go to Rygar first, because his gear is a bit more specific. And let's see if we can actually get there. Okay, we have some things here. That's good. Alright, very nice. We have HP bonuses here. Let's switch things around here. He used Demi for sure, if I'm watching the same video. He was using Demi on the right side. And the cone shape, the starship range allowed Demi to support both the left and right. If I'm not mistaken. I definitely recall watching a video that used Demi. I'm not sure if it's White Brim exactly, it could be someone else, but yeah. It was a very frustrating experience, if I can be honest. I don't think we should be needing to spend so much time on a stupid stage like that. Right, HP wise, I think it's alright. Yeah, we're using Key of Forsaken Artifact, unfortunately. I don't think the gear is quite there, so we have to do that instead. Yeah, then I could be watching the wrong video. I think it's someone else that I was referring to. Looks like we have to put him in. He doesn't have any good cataclysms, I feel. Yeah, definitely not. Um, it's rounding out of some Arcanas. It's frustrating that there's zero like skills required. It's basically just a mode that's like kept the awakenings, if I can be honest, and like having certain units. Yeah, I do takeovers, but it's not a full-time thing. It's something I do for fun on the side. Interested, my Discord link is in the video description. You can head on there and yeah, basically everything you want to find is there. This is just sad. I think we can slap this on. He needs a bit of HP anyways. Alright. Vaughn. Maybe we can squeeze a Cataclysm set here. This is tough. He has a lot of good bangers and amulets, but not the ring. Only ring we have is this one. Let's try that. But in return, we have to get him on a Warlord set probably. And yeah, Warlord set is another problem here. I think the gap from 35k to like 40 plus k is quite big. I think it boils down to gear. I think as long as you can manage to break through the shield, it's not that big of a problem. I did a takeover the other day where it was sorry, I'm losing my train of thoughts. I did a takeover the other day where it was just very bad gear. It's bad to the context that I was using DPS pieces on Nerissa and Chan to actually get the account running, which I hit 35k. That's how bad the gear was. Yeah. Hi, hello Tonbo. We might actually swap Vaughn with this instead. Because Kigiri has a higher base. He can leave with the crit damage reduction more. Alright, so we're back with Soba Arcana again. Have to see what we get here. Something like this. We might actually go for that, because the rolls are going to be bad anyways, right? Might as well have some rage regen in it. Just gonna stick with that. Okay. Excuse me. Now we do gear. Vaughn is A1, yes. Let's hope there's some invigoration pieces here. Actually, we might even see Wings of Grace. HP and attack. He definitely needs to farm gear rate 2 a bit more. Gear could be a lot better. That's very nice. See if there's any variants with variants. Sometimes the variants with like aggression can do really well here. We have that as well. Okay. Actually, gear rate 1 is but these are inspiration pieces. Not optimal. Alright, that's what we have. And then now we move on to the healers, which are probably going to be the tougher bit. Tia's bomb here. I hope he had it. He does. Earless as well. That's good. And yeah, this comes the tough part. Getting good enough gear for Alien. Problem now is that he's not gonna have enough healing effect. To go for healing effect just to match things up. How much do they usually hit? Who is the day in this scenario? Are you referring to this guy? I think he's hitting 30k or so. That's what he told me. That's the question. Yeah, that's where he's at. Oh, this would be so nice to ascend actually, like with the evolution gem. Yeah, I'll leave him to do it. That's a very nice piece. I digress. Let me see if I can find healing effect as well. Actually, he does have some of this. Attack is a bit low here. I think we've maxed out. I think yeah, this piece is the problem. If I can find something that doesn't have HP bonus. Okay, I think this is still doable. Let's see. Last one. TS bomb. And honestly, the resist build is a bit harder to do. You definitely want to go or attack on here. Problem now is he doesn't have all attack pieces. I had to add Asclepius into the mix as well. Ah, there we go. Now we have something. And we can ascend that later. Let's go back. This has no HP, but this doesn't either. This gives healing effect. Can I replace with this? These are not ideal pieces to actually ascend, but let's try. Ah, okay. This is tough. Doesn't even have rows to go with that. I'm not sure if you guys can see the problem here, but he basically doesn't have enough HP. I can go with this. And healing attack speed is a bit low. But let's just roll with this. We see how we do when we get there. Most importantly, I want to ascend that 2 pieces there. It's not ideal, by the way, to be ascending pieces like this, but we sort of need those to actually pass through. Yeah, HP is not the best, but I think I can work with this. Let's see how we go. And yeah, let's get into it without further ado. We shall see. I have a little wee bit of faith that we can actually do something here. What do we want to do next? He has Volara, I think. That's why Marauders are, because cost is so low. Why am I even pressing Numera's ultimate? It's no point. Go. Oh, the Riot's dropping really low. Yeah, I figured that would happen. Because Ryga's not getting healed by Alien. Let's see. Yeah, Alien is A0. I think Dralin might be better here instead of Nerissa. Nerissa is not giving the. Yeah, but to be able to use Wukong once it's off cooldown, are you talking about magic phase or are you talking about maximizing it? Because his gear is not there to maximize it. Yeah, but if it's like you're talking about using it even in the magic phase, I do that sometimes, but it's just 10 damage per tick, which is not that much. Okay, let me try to find a decent set. Okay, let's think about this. It's A1, so reduction is across the board. Then she's definitely tankier than. Yeah, I don't think we can use Ryga. We actually might have to do Watchers right away. Yeah, let's switch that. Ingrid. If a 500 damage is not 500 blood. 500 damage is like barely even 1 blood, if I'm not wrong. We need to look at take a look at the counter when we get there. Okay, let's do Watcher. That's why I said in the video when we were doing the Ryga showcase that gear requirement is like very high up there when you want to look at the Ryga team. Because you really need to squeeze every ounce of gear they can get out of there to make this work. Okay. Oh, I'm so tempted to ascend this piece. Because imagine if it's a Wicked Vengeance piece. It'd be so nice. Okay, let's try again. See if this works better. Drillin is my tank. Yeah, that's correct. Oh, he's asking me to ascend the piece. Let's see. Oh, but if it's Warlord, it works as well, I guess. Let's go back to Ingrid. Annihilating Might. There we go. Alright, let's pray for him. Actually get something good. So it's either a Warlord or a Wicked Vengeance. And obviously the best thing to get out of here is Wicked Vengeance. Oh, okay, Warlord. That's fine. It's still an insane piece if you look at it that way. I mean, with this roll, could probably squeeze in a non-crit rate anger in instead. Possible? Rules on this are not great. It's actually decent. Two Ascensions to do again. Let's do those. Once again, I say this is not ideal, but just can do it so that we can push ourselves slightly over the edge here. I'll check things through again, make sure that we have no better piece to ascend. Ah, look, we have a hidden gem here. Ascend that instead. Cool. Alright, now we're in a much better shape. Crit damage is a bit low, but I can deal with that. thinking to drop Aries in here instead of Moraiden. Because right now I have to use Drayden as tank. Question though is whether he has Aries. Maxed out, that is. Okay, he has Aries, but okay. It's almost maxed out. Okay, I don't think we need the thing. So the thing is, we probably want to swap the Draylen set over. I give the best set to Aries. For Draylen, we have to purposefully gear her in slightly lower HP. So let's do defense bonus here. It's not ideal, but have to do this to get there. Don't know if he has enough morale pieces. Because gear is not the greatest on this account. Let's go with this first. I'm using attack speed amulet because Draylen's HP cannot go over Ares. Okay, that's a lot lower than the other one. I think we should be fine. Yeah, but his gear is not the greatest on his healers. I don't think he can manage that. Does this account farm any gear rate 24s? Let's have a look. There's gear rate 1, gear rate 2, and gear rate 3. It's actually maxed out on everything. Honestly, he just needs to farm, but I get the sense that ING is also what's holding him back in terms of why he's not in such a good gear. Okay, let's see. That's a bit a mistime there. But let's actually pull through because I want to see what this comp can do right now. See that it's not the greatest there. So its overload is lining up nicely as well, so that's a good thing. I don't know if Wukong's out can come back in time, but let's pray. Doesn't look like it's gonna come back in time. Yeah, I have to save that Wukong ultimate. No, I don't think 10% is gonna help there. I think what we need is just to save Wukong's ultimate. Ah, I missed the timings there. That's weird. I had the same run. Did I use Kigiri's ultimate? No, I didn't. I think it may have just been Ares' ultimate. And I didn't switch Ingrid as well. I forgot about that. Okay, didn't prop monkey business there, I hope. Let's get through that. There we go. Let's slow things down again. Yeah, I just need to survive the magic phase, to be honest. Which I'm a bit concerned that he won't. If he can survive and definitely break this magic shield with all these units, and then we can definitely get a bit more blood at the last segment. But yeah, survival is a problem here. Not sure if drilling can cut it. Slam, that's gonna be the hard hitting bit. Okay, looks fine, which is great. The question is whether I can squeeze in another Numera out and make it. Yeah, I expect the Ares to die there. Okay, but we can definitely see 35k in the horizon. Damage wise, yeah, that's what I'll expect. I might want to switch up Drillion's gear a bit. See if we can actually put her in HP and get away with it. Because this is not optimal. It's limiting her healing. But this has no attack speed. I'm just gonna skip morale entirely if that's the case. See if we can do invigoration instead. I can definitely get to the magic shield. That's perfectly doable. So managed to get to that point now. I can see very clearly. Maybe we can get healing effect on this. That would be better. Yeah, no healing effect. Okay. So maybe let's see the other pieces then. I don't think this passes the other guy. It should be fine. Let's swap out this piece. Ares. Thing is that the thing is that Ares doesn't get affection buff, Drillion does. Not sure if it overrides each other. Let's get there when we get there. Um, see. I can't put Diao-chan into healing because I need to min-max that bit. We have Drillion, so it's definitely survivable. It's just that earlier we didn't have the best gear on her. A bit late there. Okay, it's fine. We just went into overload. That's good. Probably the best case scenario that we could get there. Alright, now I didn't focus on Rim's Wrath artifact to see whether it went on a Julian. Now we'll find out, I guess. Go. Break that easily. And then once we get to the halfway phase, proc that. Oh, okay. Looks like I can't do it without Alien's ultimate earlier. Everything falls apart because there's no more damage reduction. Okay. At least we learned that. Call. Turn. Never. Alien. Lines up nicely. I should get this magic shield down. Let's proc that. Very nice. Definitely some RNG involved. I think it's down to Kikiri, because just now we managed to proc the shield almost instantly. Not sure why. Need a keyboard shortcut to fast forward stuff. That'd be really neat. It's just so much higher this time. Not sure why. Cannot figure that out. Surely it's not drilling. So I'm not sure what exactly it is. I think the damage for the shields could be Ares vulnerability. That makes sense. Whereas I'm not too sure. Vulnerability. I like it. That's true. Maybe we can increase his attack speed. I missed that timing there. Let's actually go in and see if we increase attack speed. I think his attack speed is high already though, because we got that set from Drayden. And you will build Drayden with high attack speed. Yeah, It's pretty okay. Unless there's no attack speed. I don't think he has any attack speed. Guardian. Yeah, all bad rolls. I think 289 is fine though. 40% chance. Yeah, let's roll with it. I don't think it's just that. I think it's also gear. The only true quad we have is on Wukong. And we don't even say it's a true quad. Let's see how long the damage. Let's see how long it lasts for. I think it was definitely a good idea to cast it a bit early. Grace minor overload here. Okay. This is a bit low on HP. Let's see. Ah, Don't even need Numera's ultimate. That's great. There we go, 35k. I think he could hit 40k if Ares was alive. This is where we should also actually sell off the rest of these guys. Don't know if we should keep Ingrid. I don't think so. There we go. 38k. I think that's fine. Let me actually ask her if I can buy 200 diamonds for the guild boss key and test this auto out. He buy any keys yet? Oh, he hasn't. Okay. Gear on this is fine though. Yeah, let's actually try. He said it's okay, so let's try the auto, see how it works. That Ingrid Overload lining up nicely was great. Allowed him to take out the shield without actually using Numera's out. But that had a bit of ING. The run is slightly different. Let's see. Ah, look at that RNG. That's very good. Everything proccing at the right time, probably. Just making sure that it survives the slam. Very nice. Ah, I see. Ares survives that. And we get that broken. Hmm. Okay. 39k. I should have restarted the run because that was good RNG. Okay, never mind. Let's just redo it. I want to see where it goes. Because in that particular case, Ares survived. I just wanted to see how far that could go. 39k. Not too far off, actually. I think we needed to use Ares ultimate a bit earlier to take advantage of the changeover phase. There we go. Trillian's A1 is amazing. It doesn't need 40k. I'm just trying to push as best as I can. I think the reason why Aries survived is that Monkey Business didn't proc then. Let's see if the same applies here. I don't think Monkey Business proc as well. Okay, that's decent RNG. No, didn't make it. Yeah. So Mighty Anna, if you're watching, that's probably one thing you have to look out for. I think it's the second physical shield that's going to be your concern. I think as long as you break second physical shield, the rest of the runs should turn out alright. Let's see the run. See, that's very good RNG. Probably got the vulnerability taken, and yeah, everything just lined up nicely there. Not sure if Monkey Business proc there, because Ares went back to full health. Oh, very nice RNG. Great. I think it is down to the Ares RNG, I guess. Ares dies there, but let's see if you clear the magic shield. We definitely do. That goes through. And then go into that. Yeah, but it's already 35k. I think your only concern will be physical shield. Yeah, we sell the rest of the units. Yeah, it's almost at 40k actually. That's nice. Rather redo one more time because I want to take a scenario where Ares survives, so I can set out a nice auto there. And then, yeah, we'll call it a day here. It is actually, but I've not experimented too much with that to know how it works. Like, in fact, I've never tried it before. That's why. Actually, it isn't a tank. In is a fighter. Ares probably prop monkey business there. Oh, very nice. Really great. Yeah. Going to magic phase. See if you can get Ares to survive. Okay. So he survived. So I'm gonna head in here, take over the run. It's really Ingrid's overload that's keeping up with the shield. The timing for this Ingrid overload thing, in case anyone interested is watching, is you time it after the first slam in the first physical phase. And once you switch it there, it will line up nicely for the second magic. I mean, build is a factor, so you have to tweak it accordingly. Let's see. Proc the Ares ultimate here as well. The rest of this guys. Let's hope I'm in time there. It's barely 40k. I think it's fine. We'll leave this as it is. I think this is probably the more stable order that we can find there. We even have Ares surviving all the way to the end. There we go. Alright. It's great. Next milestone for this is probably A3 Kigiri, and then pushing a bit beyond that. I think that's the beauty of the SO comms. They are very strong in magic. If you add an Inger into the mix, you basically can deal with any of those right off the bat. Okay, let's see if he has a gear plan. Does he have one named? Let's do a blitz one here. Yeah, I think the Ain strat was not from him actually. It was from another guy. I'm not sure if he thought of it as well, but yeah, there was another guy, Chatty. He did a takeover where he actually showcased that. But I'm not sure if Ankh came out with the same strat at the same time, but I know that both of those were within like 1 day of each other where it happened. I'm saving the gear so that in case he ever wants to, go back to this and reattempt it, he has a baseline. Thank you. See ya. Alright, Diana, if you're still watching, let me know if you have any questions. Anything that you want me to do before we leave. I think we're all good here. Tested the auto. It seems quite stable. The physical shield sometimes doesn't break, but you just gotta exit the run and do the auto fight again. And keep a watch on that. I don't think you have any issues with magic shield. I think you're perfectly fine on that. Yeah. Yeah. Great. Mm-hmm. Let me say hi to Pat. I haven't gotten a response at him. Let me just ping him. Okay, he says we are great. I mean, with this account, the fact that he has managed to actually clear through almost all 24s is actually very impressive. Does he have Alex? It doesn't have Alex here. Bloody impressive. He's asking me what he should. Okay, I can just probably reply him. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream. We're gonna swap out this account. Thanks for tuning in as always. It's always nice to do these live streams with some people there. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you